Drip.
I gave you them one too, man. Shit,
I think a lot of people gave it.
Nah, it wasn't.
You gave me Tony Toe Tap though.
Nah,
Josh gave me Tony.
Yeah, I gave you Two Tone with the drip, man. Get it right, buddy.
What's poppin', man? We tapped in with my boy Two Tone, man.
What's happening?
Go ahead and let everybody know who you is.
Man, it's Two Tone with the drip, you know what I'm saying? I'm tuned in with Ground Zero.
Most definitely, man. So, where exactly you from?
Man, I'm from Pine Bluff, man. Small city, Pine Bluff, Stank City, you know what I'm saying?
Stank City, I done heard it a couple times. Where it actually, where the name come from?
Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I come from the paper mill, and I stayed right by that motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie. I stayed in jail. I stayed there for about 14 years of my life, you know what I'm saying? I grew up, my mama, assistant manager out there, actually, you know what I'm saying? So she been doing that since I was little. But yeah, man, it's right there by the paper mill, and that shit, hey, it's just flooded the whole city.
So describe the smell, like.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, when I was down there, like, you really couldn't, like, I couldn't tell because, that's what I was used to, you know what I'm saying? But I had moved up here, you know what I'm saying, came to college. It's kind of really my first time out of Pine Bluff for a little bit.
Has music always been something, you just went to and something you did, or is this new?
Well, I can say, like, growing up, I ain't gonna lie, I used to try to make beats and stuff, so I kind of did that, but, you know what I'm saying, then I let it all go. I was just chilling growing up, then I turned to basketball, but then
I had hoop dreams?
I had hoop dreams, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never just get to taking those serious either, but, you know what I'm saying, but anyways, yeah, then, I moved up here once I got to college. My nigga Jay Tism, you know what I'm saying, shout out Jay Tism. And shit, I had let him hear a little something. He was like, shit, you need to do this. And I was like, hey, so I've been taking it serious ever since, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I got into doing all that.
Well, definitely, What's your long term, like, is this something like you can see yourself doing, or is it just something like you just going through a phase, just trying to see where it get you, or?
No, I wouldn't necessarily call it a phase. Like, everything I do, I'm putting my all into it. So, I'm putting my all into it. If it do, work out for the best, I'm going to take all those, opportunities I get. But, I'm still going to school and stuff like that, So, I'm still working on getting my degree and stuff like that, So, I just been juggling both, really.
And you mentioned school, what school you attend?
I go to ULR. I'm going into my junior year. It's crazy. I feel like I've been there for forever. I think it's my junior year. And, I'm going for mechanical engineering, so that's rough.
I be, what's your input about college, the whole college thing, like, for just college as an outlook, like, what's your input on it?
My output on college would be, I don't think everybody needs it. College not for everybody. Going there, I done seen that college not for everybody. It's people that's successful right now. I ain't touched college ground one time, you know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like it's a good stepping stone because, I do enjoy learning still. So I still take it serious and, I want to get my degree and, still try to make that shake for me. So.
So what would you tell somebody fresh, they're a senior, finna graduate in?
I say, man, if you got any, like, dreams that you just been thinking about growing up, yeah, you can go to college, but, college don't teach you how to pursue your dreams. They just teach you, basically they teach you a bunch of crap that they think that you should know, pretty much, and then hopefully you end up using it. So I feel like everybody should really, manifest their dreams and do that. So I would probably take that route if I, just believe in yourself, basically.
Most definitely. And, I know you've been paying attention to the Arkansas music scene. What's your thoughts on what's going on?
Man, I feel like it's, a lot of talent starting to be shown out here now. I wasn't real big on, looking into local artists and stuff growing up. But, since I've been up here, I've been seeing, it's people actually out here doing numbers, you know what I'm saying? It's people getting noticed. And so I think like, right now is the best time. Like, if you feel like you should, go ahead and hop on the wave, you know what I'm saying?
And you mentioned, you wasn't too big on, looking into local artists growing up. Why do you feel like it was like that?
Well, I think more of me being the antisocial person I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, I've, stayed in Pine Bluff my whole life, and so a lot of people don't even know I'm from Pine Bluff. So, because I was that antisocial person, man. As soon as I did what I did, I went back to the crib. then I had a job since I was 14, so I've been working, so I ain't like I've been out here doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't just like looking out for people, and and they tell me to listen to this because I didn't really see people like that.
So now, do you, like, will you play? Like, can we catch you bumping the local artists on the regular, or is you still just,
Yeah, for sure. I definitely, listen to a lot of local artists now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially if they show me support. I mean, why can't I show them support? I'm big on support. So, if I actually like some stuff, I'm not that type of person that be like, well, I like it, but I'm not gonna listen to it. That ain't me. So yeah, I listen to a lot of local artists now. So
most definitely. When it comes to you making, recording your music, how does the process work?
I feel like I write better when I'm alone in my own space, cause I don't know, juices just get to flowing better, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I usually take my time. I ain't gonna say I just can write a song in 5 minutes, 30 minutes. I usually have to, I put my all into it. So I sometimes I overthink it. I try not to do that, but I still take my time, and cause I don't want to rap about stuff that I don't actually do. There's rappers out here that do that stuff. I like to make it relate to me as much as possible.
You're talking. You mentioned rappers out here, rapping about not I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
What would you call it? Like, just,
man, I just think it's capping, man.
Just capping. Okay, yeah. Artists out here capping.
It's too much.
How do you feel like this influencing the younger people?
Well, the younger people. Okay. Well, I feel like it's a bad influence on them as far as, when they see them do it and they, probably be around them more, or, for somehow they heard their music, that they'll think that it's okay to do stuff like that. And
then they really go out here and do it. They really do it.
They actually gonna do it because they were like, well, he talked about it, so-and-so said it, so it must be okay, you know what I'm saying? Because they look up to older people, they watch everything we do, so,
We're talking, and when it comes to working with producers and stuff, are you tapped in with any producers in the city?
Man, yeah, that's what I've been doing these last couple months. I found out how important that was. You know what I'm saying? Because originally, when I first started doing this music stuff, straight YouTube, I ain't gonna lie, but I had to start supporting. Like I said, I'm big on support, so I've been trying to tap in with some local producers. Pat. I've been tapped in with other producers too that they kind of do music too, like TJ and all them. These Perspective is the name. I've been tapped in with all of them. So
trying to make it from Arkansas, what would you say, like
what I think it'd take?
Let me see, do you feel like it's harder to make it from Arkansas than other states?
I would say it's harder to make it here in Arkansas, simply because of the fact, obviously there's not as many people here as there is in other states, but I definitely think it's possible to do. You still got people like Zay, HD, CEO, all them. It's very possible, and I think with them blowing up like that, and like other people blowing up like Bankroll, Freddie, and all them, I think they bring more attention here. So I think we getting there, but I think it is harder to blow up here, just for the simple fact that it's kind of a smaller population here.
Most definitely, like far as platform goes, and stuff like that, media outlets here in the state, are there any
yeah, we got a few. Obviously we got Ground Zero. You doing your thing. We got Jasmine, from the radio. I know she got her little radio thing going. Then we just got Christian, the comedian, them. With that radio station 96.5 The Box. They helping getting us more exposed with those platforms like that.
Most definitely, man. And far as the city and the state, I know you come from a rough place too, Pine Bluff and Little Rock. What would you say about far as the cities go, living in Arkansas,
living in Arkansas, especially where I'm from, man, it's just, I don't know, it just give you that real, ghetto scenery, I guess you could call it. You know what I'm saying? If you go to where I used to stay, man, it's just, just gonna see kids everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Diapers full and stuff like that. Like, no care, like, it's really what happened. So, I get just that, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like motivation, but it's kind of hard to see that at the same time, you know what I'm saying? So,
We're talking. And what reasons do you feel like you use it as motivation?
because, man, to be totally honest, man, me growing up, I watched my family go through, you know, basically, I don't know how to word it right, but they kind of made all the mistakes for me. So
Okay, so you would say you learn from seeing others, like whether it's your family or just like, so you would say you was observative and you learn from like seeing others mess up, basically.
yeah, that's how I
Yeah, I feel
like,
you on that,
yeah.
for real. Like,
That's-
hey, I mean, and what you just said, that's something big, because most people ignore the signs and just fall right along in the trap. Is
Yeah.
like,
That one never me, man. Me growing up, my mama always told me, you know what I'm saying, don't ever be a follower, and you know, one thing I love the most is my mama. So I'm gonna do what she say. Like, you know, a lot of people say they love their mama, but they go right behind her back.
man, come on,
Man, so I that's one thing I stand on is, you know, doing my mama say. I mean, sometimes I don't want to, but I know she done did this before, so why I can't listen to her, you know what I'm saying? You only get her once. So, you know, I'm gonna do everything I can to, you know, make her happy, you know what I'm saying? So
most definitely, man. And touching back on your music, where can the people find your music at?
well, I got a couple songs on SoundCloud. You know, my name is the same on all platforms. Txne, TWOTXNE. So, and then I also got, you know, 2 singles that's on all platforms. So it's on Apple, Tidal, Spotify. Also under Txne. So that Playboy out right now. My first single that I put on Apple Music and stuff, So Late at Night, it's abbreviated as Slan. You know what I'm saying? That blew up big too from, you know, the SoundCloud views. I ain't expected. It hit 1K and I was like, dang, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? For the second song I put out, you know what I'm saying? So people was loving it, so.
Most definitely, man. And before we wrap it up, man, what's something positive you'll lead the youth with?
Man, something positive I lead the youth with, man, is, man, don't follow nobody that, you know, don't have your best interest, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, always it's good to have an idol, but, you know, make sure that they, you know, practice what they preach, you know what I'm saying? And just do you know what I'm saying? Have your own goals, your own dreams. Don't necessarily be a follower, but just following the right path, hang around the right group of people, and, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man. It's been real, man. We tapped in. Y'all go tap in with that boy ASAP, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's your boy Txne with the drip, and I'm tapped in with Ground Zero.